We believe that American patriots will not be free until we are liberated from the radical leftist ideologies, scare tactics, and violence.
Against the stream, it don't matter what race or creed or color. You love this land and you're my brother. That ain't place to know on your stand. If you say you can't breathe, I'll show you we can. Ain't never gonna stop believing. We were born for freedom. We were born for freedom.
Back down. We will not cower in fear. We're not going to hide any longer. Our president will be reelected. Our police will be backed. And our sanity will be restored. Power to the Patriots!
Wait, see my dirty. Okay. All right. What's up, Rage family? How y'all doing? I see we got Jim here. Jim is always on time. Celine is always on time. Thank you for being here. Celine, girl, have you ever heard of the Millionaire Matchmaker? Okay, I'm about to be the Patriot Matchmaker. Okay, I'm about to get everybody booed up in 2022, and I'm gonna get booed up too. So listen, girl. Listen, girl. I got it. I understand the assignment. This is what's about to happen. Okay. So tomorrow night, and this is an announcement for everyone. Okay. Tomorrow night, I'm having a private Zoom call with members of the Manosphere, which is not like actually a thing. It's not actually an organization. It's more of a mindset. It's more of a pro-male movement. And obviously, Celine and I have been very involved in this movement. But let's just be honest. And I think me and Celine are kind of like on the same page when it comes to this. Let's be honest. Sometimes the expectation level of the high value men is just like a little unrealistic. And then, you listen to them long enough, you learn so much, but there is a point where they just kind of become redundant and repetitive. And it kind of gets old because the truth is most of them have not been to therapy. And most of them still won't accept the fact that they've chosen really bad women and they've overlooked really good women, just like we've chosen really bad men and we overlooked good men. So I'm trying to bridge that gap. I'm trying to get everybody together. I'm trying to get everybody on the same page because we as Americans, we as patriotic Americans, we believe in the male-female dynamic, and we need that to be strong. We need to, I don't know if I'll ever have any more kids, but Celine, you definitely need to get started. I don't want a high value man. I want a down to earth, blue collar, good man. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about. So I think it's going to be fun because I'm going to be able to throw these guys for a loop, because I'm sure some of them think that they're going to come in talking all that Kevin Samuel shit. And I'm not going to let them do that. But we are going to have a solution-driven conversation so that blue-collar girls like me and you can start finding the good blue-collar men that we want. Okay, so ladies, get your questions in. Leave your questions in the comments. I'm going to be You have till 6 p.m. CST to get your questions in so that we can get them answered by my panel that I am handpicking and putting together. I'm so excited. I'm going to try to get some fraternity boys in there, at least one or two. I'm going to try to get, oh yeah, Celine, I'm going to contact Clue and ask if Clue wants to be on the panel. And then I've got the panel from TikTok, a group from TikTok that's going to be coming on. And I'm just so happy that they're going to come on because I think it's going to be really fun to talk to them. I think they're great creators on TikTok, so I respect and admire everyone who's going to be coming already. But it'll be nice to have a longer conversation with them. So it's one thing to watch a 15 or 30 or 60-second video, but it's another thing to actually have a conversation with people. So I'm happy about that. Get your questions in, get your questions in, get your questions in. Little housekeeping. The sound quality should be better. I actually need to act like the mic is right here. The sound quality should be better because I have been told that the sound quality was not good. So now I have this little mic here. I feel like I need an arm for it. I might just hold it. I don't know. So you guys just tell me if the sound is good enough or not. Hey, Bone, how are you? Hey, Brooke Burns, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone who's still, I'm live streaming on TikTok. So thank you for everyone who's with me here on TikTok. Tonight, we have another episode of Red Pill TMZ Live where I got the juicy gossip. It's so juicy. But it's bad and it's sad at the same time. And I know that over the past probably 3 weeks, I've posted a lot of Red Pill TMZ episodes, which is not what I normally do. It's not the kind of content that I normally want to make. The panel it's private. It's going to be a private Zoom call, Celine, but I'm going to edit it and repost it as a full episode. So I'm probably going to edit it after we do the call. After we record the call, I'm probably going to edit it. So it'll probably be released the day after or like 2 days after. Okay. That's sweet. As someone loves the Bible, I consider myself a red pill woman since day one. Good for you. See, this is why we need to find you a husband, girl. Girl, I'm on TikTok. I'm looking for you and for me and for Sarah. I'm looking for all of us. Like I said, I'm about to be Patriot matchmaker. I'm going to have my own show. I don't know what time it'll be, Celine. I don't know. The Zoom call is going to be private and I'm going to edit it. And then I'm probably going to release it the next day or Friday. I don't know. I don't know yet. So it just depends how much we talk and how much work it is for me to edit. And then how long it takes for me to upload it. So, I mean, I don't know. Don't worry about what time. You can watch it anytime. And I'm going to be posting it on Instagram as well. So what was I talking about? Red Pill TMZ. Yes. I've been doing a lot of Red Pill TMZ. You want to sign up for what? Do you want to sign up for the Zoom call? I'll bring you in. Hold on. Bandman. DM me. Okay, I'm about to follow you. All right, so yeah, DM me tomorrow because the call is going to be at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or something. So if you want to be in on it, I definitely need to vet you and we can talk and I'll for sure bring you in. But yeah, listen, so I know I've been doing a lot of Red Pill TMZs. It seems like the past 3 weeks, all I've been doing is gossiping and talking shit. And I'm really sorry about that. That's not the way that I am all the time. As you know, about 95 to 98% of my content is all about liberals, critical race theory, race grievance industry, communists, pedophiles, and, you know, just fighting for our country, right? Celine, if you have questions, put them in the comments, and I'll bring them to the attention of everyone on the panel. But anyway, yes, been doing way too many episodes of Red Pill TMZ. But here's what you guys need to understand: I don't have a TV, and I don't watch TV. I've watched a lot of Hulu. I've watched a lot of Netflix, but at this point, I don't even want to support those companies anymore with my streams, with my clicks. I'm not impressed with regular content anymore. So when I watch TV, pretty much the only thing that I watch is like Korean dramas and Korean action movies. That's all I watch. I don't even watch shit that's like in English anymore because I just hate Hollywood. I just do. I'm bored with Hollywood. I'm bored to tears, and I'm a person who gets bored very easily. So there really hasn't been any good filmmaking since the 90s, and I'm just getting tired of it. So I don't watch a lot of TV. So when I do these Red Pill TMZ episodes, this is kind of like me getting my Real Housewives fix. Like some people like, okay, so like I like 90 Day Fiance, Real Housewives, Bad Girls Club, all those reality television shows. I love that shit, but I don't watch it anymore. So when I make these TMZ episodes, this is me getting that part of myself out of the system. Hey, for commenting, yes, I am on YouTube right now. If you want to follow me on YouTube, go ahead and go to my bio. And in my bio, I have an Instagram link, I have a YouTube link, and I have a fundraiser link. So just find that YouTube link and you can switch over on this platform if you want to. It's a different angle. Oh, I love Real Housewives. I love it. I love Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Atlanta, of course. I don't watch it, but I mean, that's pretty much the best one. Yes, Hollywood ran out of original ideas years ago. But I do love, girl, I love 90 Day Fiance. 90 Day Fiance is so fucking good. And it's good not because people are actually connecting and finding love. It's good because it basically showcases every personality disorder that anybody can have in the American Psychiatric Association, and I believe there's like 9 of them. You will see all 9 of these personality disorders on 90 Day Fiance. It is fucking hilarious how delusional these people are and how unable they are, how emotionally stunted they are, how grandiose they are, and just basically how they lack the skills to have real romance, real honesty, and real connection with whoever they think they're going to marry before the 90 days is up. It's absolutely hilarious. I love 90 Day Fiance. So moving on, let's just go ahead and get into it. Tonight's Red Pill TMZ battle is going to be 2 people from Walk Away that I've known. I've slept in the same hotel with these people. It's sad the way it turned out. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey Zach, how are you? All I'm gonna say is that it's sad the way it turned out. But I'm just gonna sit back with my beer and I'm gonna watch it, you know. And I'm not gonna talk shit about people. But I think it's worth watching because there's actually some pretty this is actually a really juicy story. It's a really juicy story because what we have on our hands is someone who perpetrated a political hoax and actually affected a lot of people's lives, and it was really fucked up. And you know, I talk about narcissism, I talk about borderline personality, I talk about pathological liars, and it looks like there might have been one in the walkaway on the walkaway team. And Mikey Harlow came out and he got the receipts. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna I'm calling the fight before it even starts. Mikey Harlow has the receipts. He's got them all. So he's got some things to say about Karlyn Broshenko. I'm not gonna put my opinion in it. I'm not saying shit. I ain't saying a fucking thing. But we're gonna watch because it is good. I watched about 30 minutes of it earlier and I was like, I have to do a live stream. I have to. I know you don't want any more TMZ episodes, but I have to do a live stream. It's too good. It's too good. So, all right. Let me share my screen. Ooh, shit. Oh, shit. It's about to. Let's get ready to rumble. Y'all don't even know. He's about to tell everything. He's about to tell everything.
You got to stand up for yourself at some point. I've tried to stay semi-quiet about her the last year, and she is still lying about me and going after me, as she does with everyone. You know, this is a person that no matter where she goes, no matter who she's with, she can't get along with anyone. She's fighting with everyone. You know, I was thinking in my head today of a list of like all the people that she's had big public feuds with. And you know, I generally get along with most people. Enough is enough, and you have to stand up for yourself to a bully. And this is the biggest bully I've ever met. I'm really going to try my best to just keep this factual and not personally attack her, you know.
Okay, sorry guys. Like this is what happens after 3 beers. So like I'm sitting here looking all cute holding my new microphone and I just realized it wasn't on. Thank you, Lioness. See, this is the difference between real friends and fake friends. Real friends are going to tell you when you have food in your teeth. They're going to tell you when you have toilet paper on your shoe. And they're going to tell you when your microphone is not turned on, but you're drinking beer, so you don't know that your microphone's not turned on. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it still echoing? What about right here? It can't be echoing because I just turned it on before you posted that. It's got to sound better now. I know it does. Hold on. Audio. Okay, let's try this again. Testing, 1, 2. How do we sound? Testing, 1, 2. How do we sound? It was echoing when I played the video. Okay, got you. But I thought it was echoing just because it was receiving audio through the webcam. And that made me realize that my mic wasn't turned on. So from this point forward, it should be good. Let the tea be spilt.
I'm sure I will. I'll do my best, as they say. I honestly intend for this to be the last time I ever have to talk about her. I don't ever want to have to talk about her again. You know, I know that she is probably going to blow a gasket and the hate campaign will start up times 10. I'll tell you in advance everything she'll say. I am lying. I'm making it all up. I'm jealous of her. I'm out to get her. I'm plotting again, you know. Okay, you know, I have nothing to prove, so. Karlyn seems to think that she's entitled to just lie and lie and lie about people, attack them, smear them, vilify them, and that she's entitled to them not responding. So, sorry, you know, she's a bully, but she will not be bullying me. By the way, can I just say, I bit my tongue horribly before, and it's swollen, so if it sounds like I'm lisping and slurring my words, that's why. Oh, God, I'm such a mess. So I guess I'll just jump right in. So I first knew of Karlyn because she was actually a follower of mine on social media before she made videos or was involved in this at all. And yeah, then when she wrote her article that I guess went sort of viral, I was like, oh, I know her. So I had sort of encouraged her to, you know, make videos and get involved with Walkaway and stuff. Whew. One of many mistakes that I have made, let me tell you. By the way, let me say, this video is not just to call Karlyn out. I am calling out myself in many things because I've made a lot of mistakes in this last year, 2 years, and we're going to talk about some of those. Yeah. So eventually we started traveling together with Walkaway. And I I don't remember exactly when the red flag started. I think one of the early ones that I remember, though, is there was something about the way that she would post about me online that made me really uncomfortable, or I don't know, it was a red flag, which sounds weird because, you know, normally I love when my friends post about me. I post about my friends all the time. Look at me and Peter, we're always posting. This felt different. It was strange because she would post like unnecessary stuff, always using my full name. Like Mikey Harlow did this, Mikey Harlow did that. I'm on the phone with Mikey Harlow. Mikey Harlow did this. And it just gave me a really weird feeling. Something about it was a bit of a red flag. It just felt uncomfortable. I don't know. But at the time I was like, I thought I was kind of just like a bad person or something for thinking that. So I sort of just like brushed it off. And that was something that would happen a lot throughout the course of the following months, is I would sort of have this instinct and I wouldn't listen to it. And I would think, oh, I'm wrong, I'm misinterpreting or whatever. In retrospect, what I think that was is I think, you know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think people who follow me, I think, look at me as being somebody who's pretty honest or trustworthy or sincere. And she's none of those things. She is not honest. She is not trustworthy. She's not sincere. She's not authentic. And I think she wanted that sort of credibility or that association. And I think she probably also wanted a foot in the door with friends of mine who were, you know, sort of well known, I guess. And I was sort of her pathway in. That's just my assumption. I have no proof. You know, that's just my opinion. I have to be very specific here. So I think the first big red flag, or what should have been the big red flag, is what happened at the Ingleside Hotel. People ask me about this a lot, so I will tell you guys exactly what happened. So we were both going to Milwaukee for the Myth-Informed event. Karlyn went there a day early, so she called me at one point in the afternoon and was just complaining about the hotel. It wasn't good enough for her. It was ugly. It was whatever. It was dirty. It was that, which was a beautiful hotel, by the way. So then she told me that she was fighting with the staff and they were, you know, all attacking her. So what the issue was apparently is to get to they have an indoor water park. So to get in, basically like your ticket for entry is a wristband. So they didn't want to put it on. And so she was apparently like abusive to the staff. Word she used at the time, but she said like they asking her to, and they were screaming. Very strange. So anyway, later that night, she are being too loud. Always the Karen. Damn, I said I wasn't gonna call her name. Okay, I'll try. So anyway, she was saying they were being too loud. They're so loud. They're noisy. So we ended up hanging up because she was calling downstairs to the front desk to ask when quiet hours were. So then maybe like an hour later, she texts me and said she'd been evicted from the hotel. So she immediately claimed that it's because she was wearing a Trump hat.
Okay. Okay, dead ass. I remember the tweets that she was sending about this hotel last year. And I was, you know, obviously I was following everybody on Walkaway, and I, you know, again, I got suckered into it, but I wasn't about to call the hotel and talk shit. I wasn't about to go on this hotel's Yelp page and talk shit. You know, again, this is why you have to fucking wait for information. Just like there's the Jussie Smollett style race hoaxes, there's also these political hoaxes too. And wait till you find out what happens at this hotel. And I dead ass remember her talking about it on Twitter. She was posting real fucking late. Ooh, but wait till you find out what happened.
Let me just say right now, by the way, I was wearing a Trump hat when I went there, and the staff was so lovely. I didn't get so much as one dirty look. And this is where I have to call myself out, because I pulled a listen and believe. I took her word for it. I supported her. I wrote posts about the hotel. That's very embarrassing. Yeah, you know, I think tribalism is a hell of a thing. And that's anyone who tells you that they're immune to any sort of tribalism or taking someone's side because, you know, what somebody's saying that they were attacked by the people who have opposite politics from us. Anyone who tells you that they're immune to that is lying. I'm certainly not. I like to think I am usually, but clearly not. So, you know, I just took her word for it. And the thing is, her story very quickly started to fall apart. So the hotel said that she was being abusive to the staff at the pool and was given a warning. And then later she was yelling at people in the hall that they were too loud. I mean, I think that's a hell of a coincidence. If what she was saying was accurate, that's a hell of a coincidence that those are the same things she was telling me, you know? And the thing is, she was trying to manipulate me so hard for months and months and months and months. She must have said hundreds of times to me, you know I couldn't have done it because we were on the phone. We were on the phone for like 20 minutes. What does that prove? I mean, it's kind of like OJ saying, I was on the phone ordering pizza during the day, so I couldn't have killed my wife at night. Like, what does that prove? I mean, she even used my name in her official story. She was just using me as her alibi, basically.
I laid in bed for hours talking to my husband and Mike Carlo.
But they had a water park in the hotel, and Mike Carlo was really excited about that. He wanted to have a pool party, and so I was like, fine, whatever.
Who's Mike Carlo? Why does that sound so familiar? Is it an idiot?
So like I said, her story really started to fall apart. It turns out that this hotel had hosted Mike Pence, Trump Jr. They hosted us also, this big, like, mostly right-leaning conference. And I should say also, it was a beautiful hotel. Every single person there was just really lovely. I never got so much as a dirty look. Yeah. So it turns out, though, there were actually a couple of witnesses who saw what happened and posted comments online. And the funny part is, one of them calls himself a conservative. The other is a gay Trump supporter. So it's not like these are just leftists who are out to get her. So this guy claims that the staff was perfectly nice to her. She wouldn't put a wristband on. He says she was going there just to start shit. He said, this morning there was a bomb call and we all got evacuated. My kids didn't want to stay because they were scared. That was our only vacation this year. But at least your point was proven. So this guy, who's a gay Trump supporter, says that it had absolutely nothing to do with her MAGA mask. I mean, they employ him, and he's a Trump supporter, so I doubt they really care about that. He says that she was banging on people's doors, yelling racial slurs about black people. Again, I wasn't there. I have no idea if that's true or not. What I think is really interesting, though, so this person claims that she's fighting white identitarians, and if you don't use the exact language that she demands, you're a white supremacist, you're an anti-Semite. What I think is really interesting is that at the time, she claimed that one of the reasons for this was she was discriminated against for being white because black people worked at the hotel.
They were harassing me because I'm a woman. They were harassing me because I'm white, because there were a lot of people of color at this hotel, and I have no issue with that. I don't really care.
I mean, I know they're very much not used to seeing white women in Wisconsin. They're like, we don't like your kind around here. Lunatic. So I get there the next day. I'm with Sean, actual justice warrior, and his girlfriend. So we get to the hotel. As soon as we get there, they tell us, so Karlyn revealed the name of the hotel that we're staying at.
Okay, this is very, very, very fucking serious issue, because you see, it was Mikey and Brandon that got attacked by Antifa in Dallas when they were going to the police. On that Brandon Straka had during those tours, she fucking knows better. She knows better. But this was a clout chase for her. I said I wasn't going to put my opinion in it. This was a fucking clout chase for her, and she compromised everyone by posting where she was. And here's the other thing I want to say about Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, I've actually been in this city. If I tell you how I ended up in Pewaukee, Wisconsin for 3 days, you guys will have no respect for me. So I'm not going to tell you why I was out there and who I was visiting. I will just say this. I've been in this city. It is a fucking... Let me just put it this way. Ain't nobody discriminating against anybody over some damn Trump hat. I promise you. Not in Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Pewaukee is about 30 minutes north of Milwaukee. Okay? It is cold as fuck. Ain't nobody out. It's... It'd be one thing if she was saying, "Okay, I'm staying at the W in West Hollywood." It would be one thing if she was saying, "Okay, I'm staying at, I don't know, the Hilton in DC." That's one thing. But Pewaukee, Wisconsin, and you know what? I can't remember it. I don't think that I've stayed in that hotel, but I do remember the people that I was visiting drove me past that hotel because that's like one of the biggest tourist sites in that city. Because it's like I said, it's 30 minutes outside of Milwaukee. So it's probably the biggest tourist site in Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Okay. Take my word for it.
A lot of very well-known controversial people who were there, like Milo and Jack Posobiec, and a bunch of people who need security, need to know that the hotel they're at isn't online, but she doesn't care about that. And I should say also, I have absolutely no idea if the bomb threat came from someone who supports Karlyn or someone who just hates the people who were there. I think that's actually, which is kind of worse, that she didn't care. But we had to just wander around for 3 hours with all our luggage. I'd actually heard that they had to shut down a wedding. It was just really gross. But at the time, I'm still in this
fucked up. That's so fucked up.
We're friends. I want to stay friends. It was embarrassing because it's like her and I had become friends. So I don't know. It never really entered my mind, the idea that she was making it up. It was just cognitive dissonance, honestly. So the next day, then, on stage, she was like scowling and looking down and knitting. She was knitting on stage. Like, how disrespectful can you be? I mean, people had paid a lot of money. They came a long distance. Like, I don't know. It bothered me that she has no humility, that she was never grateful or appreciative. I mean, we are so lucky. The idea, it's crazy to me that anyone would care what I have to say, let alone buy a ticket or travel or go to a rally just to hear us speak. Like, we are so lucky. And to stay at these beautiful hotels and fly around, we are so lucky. So I don't know. I was just always really happy to be there. Especially, at a conference like this, Myth Informed, don't forget, like, I started as a fan. I was a fan of all of these people. And now I was getting to, like, be one of them. It was crazy. I went to the very first Myth Informed event that they did, and I told myself, I was like, the next one, I'm going to get asked to speak at it. And I did. So I don't know. I was just always very grateful and very happy to be there. And I didn't like how she wasn't. So that's the story with that. Like I said, I wasn't there, but we all know what happened. Come on. Anyone with eyes knows. Like I said, I deserve to be called out just as much as she does in this because I believed her. I supported her in it. And that's a big life lesson, to be more skeptical and to not automatically believe someone when they say they were wronged by the people who you disagree with.
And if you go right now and you look at the Ingleside Hotel Twitter account, swarmed with threats and nastiness, all based on her lie.
I wrote a whole doctoral dissertation about workplace bullying.
So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, she is basically like the white woman version of Jussie Smollett. I think she really genuinely believes her lies. She's just like the most frustrating kind of liar because she's the type who will just stand in your face and look you in the eye and say, this wall is black. And then will scream at you. She's like, why won't you say the wall is black? Do you hate black walls? The wall is black. Like, there's clearly issues there. There's all I'll say. And by the way, I should say, this is a very common thing that she does, that she attacks underlings. She's not nice to service workers. She's gone after like Dunkin' Donuts for getting her order wrong. She's gone after them on Twitter. She's gone after service workers. She went on a whole tirade against a restaurant because they overcooked her steak, and she made up a bunch of shit about them. So just a very nasty person. So anyway, we continued traveling every week, doing walkaway events and stuff, and we had become friends. And honestly, I was never fake or anything in my friendship with her. I was genuine, but I don't know. Certain things would happen that would give me very weird instincts about her and very weird vibes about her, but I sort of didn't listened to those instincts and ignored them and thought I was wrong or I'm, misinterpreting whatever.
This is exactly what you do when you are either raised by a narcissist, when you have never learned to set boundaries, or when you live your life as a trauma response. Because you'll go along to get along. You'll just, and the thing is, it's different when it's at work, or it's different when it's an organization like this, where you're seeing the person every week. You have to get along, but again, shout out to Mikey for admitting that, there were certain areas in his behavior that were weak, that he didn't check receipts, that, and then when he did check receipts, it was already too late. But Mikey, you can tell, is somebody who has a lot of maturity, even though he's very playful and childlike in his personality. Sometimes I am very playful and childlike in my personality. He knows what the fuck is up. Deep down, he knows what the fuck is up. I have so much respect for Mikey right now for telling me, yeah, dude, I was basically being a people pleaser. I wasn't shutting her down. I wasn't calling her out. I wasn't distancing myself. Because of course, he didn't want to get weird or anybody to start getting like passive aggressive when you're in a fucking new city every week and you have greater things to worry about. You're trying to save your fucking country. Mikey is trying to save this country, which is why I love him so much. Okay. You're thinking about things like that. You're thinking about whether or not Antifa is going to show up. You're thinking about whether or not someone's going to have a gun. You're thinking about whether or not you've got some psycho followers. You're thinking about what you're going to say. You're thinking about the news. You're thinking about Trump. You're thinking about communism. Okay. You're thinking about cancel culture. You're thinking about narratives that are based on lies. You don't have time to sit there and argue with the person next to you. Okay, when you're in battle, you have to be a united front. You can't argue with the person next to you. So I commend him for being transparent. And you can tell that there's a lot in this person, a lot. And I love him. I love him.
Sort of the main I don't know, type of female who I hadn't encountered this in a long time. I experienced it a lot when I was like 20. It's not so common nowadays, but there's a certain type of woman who fashion accessory in a very disrespectful, very control, and they talk the same way that much. We've all had type.
Hello, hello, hello. Are we here? Are we here? Mic test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, hold on. Let me get it back. So here's what I wanted to say about that. You see, the old school, there's not a lot of people who use this word anymore. Okay. But I'm teaching you the old school. Okay. Because you see, I'm older than I look. So I grew up in the 90s. All right. And I grew up in LA in the 90s. Okay. There is a term for these type of women. Okay. They are called fag hags. That's what they're called. Actually, let me make a banner so you guys can Google this later. Now, fag hag is exactly this type of woman that Mikey is talking about. Okay. This is a woman who surrounds herself with gay dudes, entertains a lot of gay dudes. And I don't know if it's like these are the most approachable men that they can be around, and therefore they choose to be around either, you know, the twinks or the older ones that are like bears, you know what I mean? It goes beyond just having a gay bestie. Like, I think every girl should have a gay bestie. Absolutely. No, absolutely. Every woman needs a gay bestie. No doubt. Okay. 100%. 100%. Okay. Robert knows what I'm talking about. Okay. Listen, I know you haven't heard this. These fag hags, what they do, I don't know if it's some sort of validation for them or like they want to be around men, but they're not like around a lot of straight men. And maybe that's it. So like gay guys are the only ones that they can like really be around because they treat every gay guy like they would treat their little sister. And I also sometimes wonder if it goes back to that like liberal feminist mindset where somehow the gays and the feminists like cross paths and decided that they were all on one page, and then shit just got too intermingled more than it should have. I don't know if it's like a movement thing, okay, but I think it could also just be like that white liberal. I call it the Patty Hearst syndrome. Okay. And when I talk about I'm going to talk about the Patty Hearst syndrome in my book. When I talk about the Patty Hearst syndrome, it's where good girls want to be bad, or rich girls want to act like they're poor, or white girls want to act like they're Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? Like it's always they're unhappy with who they are, so they feel like they got to intermingle with like oppressed people or what they think are oppressed people. So that's like, to me, fag hags, and they can be black too, you know what I mean? Fag hags are the women that never want to be told that they don't look good when they don't look good, you know what I mean? Fag hags are women that I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm just gonna because I told you I wasn't gonna talk shit on this episode. I was gonna leave my opinion out of. Yeah, maybe that's it. They just feel safe around them, but there's also kind of like this dominance. Like if you're in a group and there's a fag hag in the group, the fag hag is still going to try to compete with that effeminate male thing. They're still going to try to compete with that borderline male thing. They're still going to try to compete with the flamboyancy. Okay. Hello. Okay, so let's get back to the video. I think this is so fucking good, dude. It's amazing. Good job, Mikey. Good job.
We've all dated a guy who always had that one female friend who would like get in the way. I call these types the my gaze type. You know, these women who are like, oh, my gaze. Like, shut up. Sorry, I am not that genre of gay guy. And also what I think is part of that is she would always seem really mad if anyone liked me or was nice to me or said nice things about me. Like she would always seem very possessive and very controlling. I just remember there was this one time that stands out that we were at a bar with my friend AJ, who's one of my best friends. And I guess like, you know, we're really close friends. So we kind of, I guess, have a high opinion of each other. So we're standing, the three of us talking, and he's like telling her about how we met, that when we first met, I let him stay at my house. And he's just kind of thinking, Mikey's awesome or something. And she goes, well, he gets a little too big for his britches sometimes. And I didn't quite know what that meant. I still don't know what she meant by that. It was as if she had to say anything just to knock me down a peg and show me my place beneath her. There were a lot of things like that, like at our events, if someone who had come to see us speak, like if it was somebody that I knew from social media or someone who liked me or whatever, when we were talking, like she'd be just standing there looking pissed, like this very controlling, possessive sort of thing. And the thing is, even I never said a word about this to anyone, and I definitely never said anything about this online. But even as recently as this week, I was still doubting myself about that. I was like, did I misinterpret that? Was it in my head? Was I wrong? And what's funny is I got a bunch of comments from people who had come to our events and met us, and they were saying that they noticed that she was very possessive, that she looked mad when they were like taking pictures with me or when.
Hold up, let's read this. Yes, exactly. She treated Mike like a fire hydrant to piss on anytime she saw someone talking to him. I saw it too. Crazy. Ooh, so somebody posted something on Facebook about that shit. Ooh, Mikey got the receipts. I told you. Mikey got the receipts.
And we were talking. So I feel like that's something that sort of reaffirms trust your instincts. What I know now looking back is that she was kind of basically trying to groom me into being her pet, basically her ally in all her feuds, her basically just her backing vocals. And you know, I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean to other people, but if you look at the gay men that she like has on her channel and stuff like that, I'm sorry to say, but like, you know.
Oh, Mikey's talking shit now. Mikey's talking shit now. I told you I had the juicy gossip. Ooh, okay. All right, hold on. I'm gonna refresh this because he's really blurry. So let me just double check that. Hold on. Come on. There's so fucking people. That's what it is. Come on. He's a little Hold on. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, the video makes everything sketchy. Sound is not good either. Well, we don't have to watch anymore, so I can put the link to it in the. We can talk about something else if you want. I can put the link to it in the chat. That'll solve that problem. You guys can watch the rest later. It is good. It is so good. Yep. She got put on blast. Like, bam. Damn. It's funny though. She's actually, she is to be addressed as. Hold on. She is to be addressed as Dr. Karlyn Bershenko. And she's a psychologist. So how are you going to be a psychologist and you can't tell that you got antisocial behavior? Can someone riddle me this, Batman? Riddle me this, Batman. How is it you a psychologist and you don't know that you are antisocial? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's funny. Man, I shouldn't say it. I'm not gonna say what Mikey told me about her back in like April. I ain't gonna say it. You guys know I interviewed him for the Walkaway reunion. I would love to finish doing those videos, but I don't know. Brandon might be mad at me. Oh, you know what happened? Remember I did that live stream? Can y'all hear me? We'll get to you in a second, freaking. We're gonna get to you. Okay. Remember when I did that live stream where I was talking about how much I love Brandon, but I think he's fucking up? And how he needs to just like lay low or go back to work or get back to doing the videos of walk away testimonials, because that really is the biggest segment of the organization. It's not the tours, it's not the fundraisers, it's the videos. You have to go with what your customer is buying. So remember when I was like, yeah, Brendan, look, if you need money for the lawyer, just tell us you need money for the lawyer, because the shit is just like, Brandon, don't be trying to fundraise $5,000 for no police departments when you got problems that you need to handle right now. Don't be trying to do that. We know you love law enforcement, you support law enforcement, you back the blue, Brandon. We know that. But when I did the math, they said they're fundraising for $100,000, and the way they're advertising it, here's the point. The message does not match the deliverables. Okay? The marketing does not match the deliverables. The marketing is donate to this fundraiser because we are going to save lives and we are going to show the cops that we love them, and we are going to what else did he say? He says, we're going to refund the police department. It's like the police departments have lost millions. You want to raise $100,000. You say on the website that in small print, 25% of this is going to go to marketing costs. So basically you're just telling us you're going to keep 25% for yourself or the organization. Okay, fine. Just tell us you need money for the lawyer, Brandon. That's all I'm saying. Okay. We love you. We love you. We want the best for you, but you're looking real crazy right now. Brandon Straka is looking a little bit crazy right now. I love him, but he's looking like, bring it back. Bring it back, baby. Bring it back. Bring it back. Just a little bit. Okay. And then if he raises $75,000, when you divide that by the 14 police departments in these blue cities that he wants to refund, that's like, it turned out to be like $5,327. What is that going to do? What is that going to do? I think it was you, Lioness. Weren't you the one who said that was going to just buy lunch for everybody? That's not going to put gas in vehicles. That's not going to put tires in cars. That's not going to buy weapons. That's not going to buy helmets. That's not going to buy any of that. That's not going to buy any of that. So again, the marketing does not match the deliverables. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's a trip. It's a trip. It's so sad to see how far everyone has fallen. From the fraternity to this, to Bryson, to everybody, you know? It's fucked up. Pizza party. Yeah, okay, so here's what you said, a freaking American. She blocked me for disagreeing with her incorrect and disingenuous. 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 Definition of CRT. What, on Twitter? Where'd she block you on? She blocked a lot of people freaking. Well, apparently that's her MO. Apparently that's her MO. Like the cyber bullies. That's what they do. They just block you. They'll talk shit about you and tag you in the comments and then just block you. So if you want to clap back and you want to tag them, you can't do it. And if they have a bigger following than you do, I mean, for some of these people who have like 80,000 followers, if just 5% of those followers decided to go flag a bunch of videos on somebody and get their profile taken down, it could easily be done with just 5% of their followers, you know, attacking someone. It'd be like that. It'd be like that on Twitter. I'm telling you, it'd be like that. I want to go back. Let's look at the list that Mikey made about everyone that she had about everyone that she had altercations with. Wait, that's not the wrong one. That's not either. Here we go. The truth about Karlyn Bershenko. Dr. Karlyn Bershenko. Oh, he is so good. He's so good. All right, YouTube, don't do this to me now. Ain't no beat down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Okay, let's go back to this list. He's dead ass has the receipts. Okay, I gotta try to scroll through and see where he puts this up. If you guys watch the video later, he goes in because Karlyn was trying to get him in some fucking Twitter fight with Tim Pool. And Karlyn was putting his name, here it is. No, that's not it. Karlyn was putting his name in the middle of this shit. And Mikey's only met Tim Pool like one time. So Mikey's sitting there looking stupid, but you can't really say anything because you ain't trying to gossip like that, especially with other conservatives that you really like and you really admire. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I dead ass am looking for this so hard.
Hey guys,
Damn, I wish I had screenshotted that shit. Because he talks about it before the Ingleside Hotel. I want to see this list. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get this shit. Hold on. Damn it. It's fucking up. I think like Tree of Logic was on there. Brandon Tatum was on there. Larry Elder was on there. Who else did he say? Is this it? I swear he put that list in here. Why can I not see it right now? Yeah, a bunch of people were on that list. So you guys go back, just watch the video. Hi, Dean. Long time no see. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Yeah, so who else was on that list? Tim Pool was on it. Bunch of other people. Ian Miles Chang. He's like one of those, he's kind of like Drew Hernandez and Savannah Hernandez. He goes and covers all that Antifa shit. So yeah, I'm old school too, but we got some fucking babies out here. Exactly, attention hounds. Well said. Fuck. I hate when I can't find things. I'm usually so observant. And I'm dead ass like going frame by frame and I can't see it. But yeah, you guys go watch it. Go watch it. Oh, well, let me read this then. I can find this. So remember how he's talking about the Ingleside Hotel? Okay, so I guess this is a post that the Ingleside Hotel put out. And it says, let's see if he's going to read it actually. Just done with kickboxing? That's awesome. This is all fucked up.
There was a bomb call and we all got evacuated. My kids didn't want to stay because they were scared.
Fucking YouTube, man. I'm getting sick of this shit. Lost 47 pounds kickboxing. Good for you. Congratulations. Everybody tell Dean congratulations. Hard work. Get results. So I think that should conclude this episode of Red Pill TMZ. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you are following me on TikTok. And if you can't follow me on TikTok, make sure that your kids are so you can watch my videos on their phones. Instagram, IG, that is RedPillTV1. If you'd like to write me an email, I am redpill_rage@protonmail.com. I have profiles, but not, admittedly, I am not active on the independent free speech platforms, but I am on there. So go follow over there. If you guys follow over there, I'll get more active over there. But I go where I am celebrated, not where I am tolerated. Okay. Okay. Okay, and congratulations again to you, Dean. Proud of you. We're really proud of you. At least you guys learned what fag hags were tonight. Had a little throwback Thursday. Throwback Monday. Good night, Robert. Good night. Good night.